Today I'm going to show you how to make Stollen. And not just Stollen, it's very easy. This recipe is very easy. This Stollen is made with cottage cheese. The only thing is that you need really good cottage cheese. So we start with the soaking our raisins, dry cranberry, nuts, any nuts you like, candied oranges, basically anything you like to see in your Stollen you can use. And I'm going to marinate them in the rum. You don't need to use rum, you can use any alcohol, you can use brandy, or if you don't want alcohol, you can use orange juice and marinate them, soak them, I don't know, a few hours, 24 hours. But in the alcohol, you can marinate them in a fridge up to 2-3 weeks. And believe me, it's worth it. Your Stollen is gonna be so tasty. So after 2 weeks, we need to strain our fruit and nuts and start making a dough. First we need butter, room temperature, sugar, and we whip it till butter is nice, soft and white. Then we add eggs one by one, mixing them into the butter really well. Then I clean my bowl and I add baking powder, salt, and some flour, not all of it, and mix together really well. So everything is mixed together. Then I take my cottage cheese, cut it in small cubes, and I'm adding little by little my cottage cheese to the dough, and make sure that all cheese is mixed into the dough. Then it's time for our marinated fruit and nuts. Add it to the dough, then some lemon zest and the rest of the flour. And now we need to mix it all together really well, so the dough is nice consistency. You can't even imagine how wonderful it smells. Smells like holidays. By the way, you can add any aromatic spices you like ginger or cinnamon, anything you like to your taste. Now I mix my dough a little bit in the bowl in the bowl, and then I move it to the working place, and I dust it with the flour. You can add a little bit more flour because dough is a little bit sticky. And now you can divide dough. Depends how many stollens do you want. Do you want 1? Do you want 2? Do you want 4? Do you want 6? So it's all up to you, really. I made 4 and I didn't weigh my dough, so some of them a little bit bigger, some of them a little smaller, not a big deal at all. Now I make this kind of rectangular, and I don't use rolling pin. I make it kind of like thick, like about 2 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter thickness. And I'm adding marzipan. You don't have to add marzipan. If you don't have marzipan, you actually can buy marzipan and chocolate and add it to your stollen, and that would work perfectly. So I added my marzipan and I folded my stollen traditional way. And this is it, and that's what I do with the rest of the dough. Now my oven is preheated and I bake my stollens for about, I don't know, 45, 55, 50, 55 minutes, depends on your oven. When your stollens are baked, you need your butter melted, and while they're warm, spread butter on all your stollen, spread it generously. And now it's time for the powdered sugar or icing sugar. Also generously sprinkle it all over your stollens, like cover it really thick. And this is it. Basically, your stollens are done, ready. Now let them cool down. Wrap them with the parchment paper or foil. They can stay a few days in a room temperature, few months in a fridge or freezer. The longer they stay in the fridge, the tastier they'll be. You can wrap it nicely and give it as a present, and it's really nice. These stollens are easy to make and they're so tasty, they're so soft, and they are wonderful. So I hope you like this recipe. Homemade stollens are so much better, I promise you. And I'll see you in my next video.